Hey everyone, before we jump in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a surprising coin find or hidden gem I reveal. Now, imagine you find an ordinary-looking coin tucked away in an old box. You glance at it. It says, 2 Rand, 2018, South Africa. You toss it in your pocket and move on. But what if I tell you that same coin, in the right hands and in the right condition, can turn heads, even spark jaw drops, by commanding a jaw-dropping value at auction? You're about to see how a seemingly modest coin can transform into a treasure, and I promise, by the end you'll never again dismiss just another coin without a second thought. Let me take you back to 2018. South Africa, passionate about football, struck a special commemorative coin for the FIFA World Cup in Russia. This wasn't your everyday circulation piece. This was a non-circulating 2 Rand silver commemorative, made of 0.925 silver, with elaborate designs, vuvuzelas radiating outward, South African shields, soccer balls, and the inscription FIFA World Cup Russia. Numismatics, the global collector community, took notice, and for good reason. Now, what sets this coin apart? First, rarity. While normal 2 Rand coins of 2018 circulated, made of nickel-plated copper weighing 5.5 g, measuring 23 mm in diameter, this silver commemorative issue was minted in much smaller numbers. Online coin.club +1 Numismatics reports a mintage of around 33,000 for this special version. Numismatics, that's not mass production, that's a limited run for a specialized collector's coin. And limited supply often means much higher demand among serious numismatists. Next, design and visual impact. This coin doesn't just bear the face of some head of state or a plain national emblem. It's dramatic. Vuvuzelas, the loud horns you know from FIFA matches, burst out like sun rays. The South African coat of arms, shields, soccer balls, all carefully arranged. The play between matte and mirror surfaces gives it depth when light hits it at certain angles. In short, it's showy. It's the kind of coin you want to hold, study, and show off. Let's talk condition. You and I know the term uncirculated. But in the coin world, proof, mint state, deep proof like FDC, those matter. That 2018 Silver World Cup 2 Rand coin in uncirculated or proof condition often sells around $50 among collectors. Numismatics, that's already a massive markup over face value. Meanwhile, regular 2 Rand circulation coins are essentially worth their metal or even less in many cases, maybe a few cents above melt value, depending on copper and nickel prices. Numismatics +1 that gives you an idea of how value explodes when rarity and aesthetic come into play. Now, this is where most creators pause. Okay, that's interesting. But here's where I want to twist your thinking. What if there existed an even scarcer, more dramatic version of a 2 Rand 2018 that only a few people in the world even know to ask about? What if someone claimed, I have one in perfect proof plus ultra deep mirror finish, with a known provenance chain, near flawless, graded by top-tier grading houses, and it's being offered on the open market? That coin could easily fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, depending on collector fervor, auction hype, and competition. In other words, the potential for explosion in value is always there beyond what publicly known sales suggest. When I say beyond what's known, I'm talking about rarities that are 1 or 2 off from catalogued varieties, trial strikes, special die states, or private presentation pieces. These are the holy grail coins, the ones that fetch 6, 7, or even 8 figures depending on the market and demand. Picture this, a framed, encapsulated 2018 South Africa 2 Rand silver proof coin, certified MS70 or PF70 by a top grading firm, with impeccable documentation and history. 2, maybe 3 bidders stand in a room in Zurich, London, or New York. They push each other higher and higher until the hammer falls and the coin is sold for $37,000. Yes, that's the figure I promised you I would reveal. That's not the average value, that's the fantasy ceiling, the dream scenario. I warn you, a very few coins reach it. But the fact that it's imaginable, that's where the magic of rare coin collecting lies. Let me emphasize, $37,000 is not a wild guess plucked from thin air. It's the kind of number that emerges when you combine perfect condition, rarity, high-end grading, collector hype, auction spotlight, and a handful of determined deep-pocket buyers who will pay for the story, prestige, and bragging rights. You don't just buy the silver or the embossed scenes, you buy the narrative, the exclusivity. Now, here's the kicker for you, my audience, especially those aged 55 to 65 plus. You likely have old coins, old collections, or inherited pieces piled somewhere. You may have, among them, something that looks like just a coin, but in the coin world, stories plus rarity plus condition equals value. That dusty drawer in your home could conceal the next $10,000, $20,000, or even $37,000 coin if you play your cards right. So, before you discount a coin, before you laugh it off as just pocket change, ask yourself, what is it made of? Is it a standard circulation issue or a special commemorative or proof? What is its condition? Is it scratched, dull, or mirror-like? Is there a certificate, provenance, or grading? Have you checked catalogs, auction archives, or numismatic databases? If you find something that checks multiple boxes, rarity, excellent condition, special issue, don't sell it cheaply. Consult a trusted numismatic dealer, get it graded, and see if there's interest among serious collectors. That's the world we live in. One coin, forgotten, tucked away, might turn into someone else's bragging right, and maybe yours, too. So next time you hold a 2018 South Africa 2 Rand coin, don't just see the date and walk on. Ask, which version is this? What condition? What story? And remember, in the rare coin universe, you aim not for average. You aim for the exceptional. Because that's where the magic, excitement, and jaw-dropping value live. And yes, that coin I teased. The one that can reach $37,000 in the absolute right circumstances. Keep your eyes open, start digging, get that coin examined well, and maybe you'll one day hold something that commands that kind of attention. Thanks for watching, and make sure you're subscribed so when I unearth another coin with insane hidden value, you'll be the first to know.